Okay, so I'm working on a Sprite categorizer. Um, I've got a couple of things with the sprites that I've done here. I don't think I showed anybody this rotation that I got. So I reconverted the GL point coordinates, centered everything so that it's actually drawing the point on or the sprite onto a point that's larger than it's drawing. Anyways, that's all set up right in here. Actually, I should say that entire section right there. So this is what expands the GL point coordinates and then offsets it so that the sprite is drawn in the center of the point. This rotates it. That's the matrix. That's the rotation matrix right there on that line. And then that's applied right here, which is simple mathematics. I love that is right there like that in the shader. And that is unoffsetting it. And then this is applying the discard for the alpha channel, and then this is getting the texture color from the sprite, and then this is applying the alpha right here again. This is applying the alpha so that the texture, if it's rotated, it's outside. Like if you rotate it 45 degrees, the portion that is rotated is going to be alphaed out on. That's different from the actual square, which is not rotated on the screen, if that makes any sense. And then I readjust. Here's where I draw the light. You'll see that in a second. I re-evaluated the GL fragment coordinates because I didn't realize that those were in window relative coordinates, which means the actual screen resolution. So instead of going from -1 to 1 on both axes, it goes from 0 to the screen resolution, which is handy, I guess, but not really, so I use that. I set an initial dim factor so that if nothing happens, the sprite will stay that dim. Excuse me. And then I set an initial distance calculation because I use it twice in the next function, or next line, so that I'm not calculating it twice with the call to that function. So if the distance is less than 0.1, then the color is dimmed by this amount, which is, this just goes from 0 to 1, so 0.4 times that will go from 0 to 0.4, plus 5, so it goes from 0.5 to 0.9, and so the color gets basically brightened compared to the dim factor up here. And so it either has this brighter factor, okay, so that's the if, the else right below it is the dim factor, which is the regular color, or the regular dim factor, and this is the result. And so the result is this kind of, I didn't intend to do this, this happened. It's a neat little light that you can shine around the sprites on the screen, which is really cool. And I just like it. So we might actually use this light in the game, you know, as the player's light as he walks around, or she walks around the map that we generate. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.